This is BxM4 to Midtown-27 St. This stop is Katonah Avenue and East 242nd Street. Next stop, Katonah Avenue and East 237th Street. This stop is Katonah Avenue and East 237th Street. Next stop, Katonah Avenue and East 234th Street. This stop is Katonah Avenue and East 234th Street. Next stop, East 233rd Street and Kepler Avenue. This stop is East 233rd Street and Kepler Avenue. Next stop, East 233rd Street and Napier Avenue. This stop is East 233rd Street and Napier Avenue. Next stop, Bainbridge Avenue and Jerome Avenue. This stop is Bainbridge Avenue and Jerome Avenue. Next stop, Bainbridge Avenue and East 212th Street. This stop is Bainbridge Avenue and East 212th Street. Next stop, Bainbridge Avenue and East 210th Street. This stop is Bainbridge Avenue and East 210th Street. Next stop, Bainbridge Avenue and Van Cortlandt Avenue East. This stop is Bainbridge Avenue and Van Cortlandt Avenue East. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East 204th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 204th Street. Next stop, Grand Concourse and Bedford Park Boulevard. This stop is Grand Concourse and Bedford Park Boulevard. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East Kingsbridge Road. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Kingsbridge Road. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East Fordham Road. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Fordham Road. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East Burnside Avenue. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Burnside Avenue. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East 177th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 177th Street. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East Mount Eden Avenue. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Mount Eden Avenue. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East 170th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 170th Street. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East 165th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 165th Street. Next stop, Grand Concourse and East 158th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 158th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 125th Street. Transfers available to M1, M101 Limited and M125. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 125th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 96th Street. Transfers available to M2 Limited, M3, M4, M96 and M106. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 96th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and East 87th Street. Transfer available to M86 SBS. This stop is 5th Avenue and East 87th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 78th Street. Transfer available to M79 SBS. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 78th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and East 69th Street. Transfers available to M66 and M72. This stop is 5th Avenue and East 69th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and East 61st Street. Transfers available to the N, R and W trains, M1, M2 Limited, M3, M4, M5 Limited, M31, M57, Q32, QM1, QM2, QM3, QM4, QM5, QM6, QM10, QM11, QM12, QM15, QM16, QM17, QM18, QM20, QM24, SIM8, SIM8X, SIM25, SIM31, X27, X28, X37 and X38. This stop is 5th Avenue and East 61st Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 55th Street. Transfers available to the E&M trains, BM1, BM2, BM3, BM4, BM5, SIM1C, SIM3, SIM3C, SIM4C, SIM8, SIM8X, SIM25, SIM31, X27, X28, X37 and X38. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 55th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 48th Street. Transfer available to M50. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 48th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 40th Street. Transfers available to the 7, B, D, F and M trains, BM3, BM4, BM5, M42, M55, Q32, SIM1C, SIM3, SIM3C, SIM4C, SIM8, SIM8X, SIM25, SIM30, SIM33C, X27, X28, X37 and X38. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 40th Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 33rd Street. Transfers available to BM1, BM2, BM3, BM4, BM5, M34 SBS, M34A SBS, QM15, QM16, QM17, QM18, SIM1C, SIM3, SIM3C, SIM4C, SIM33C, X27, X28, X37 and X38. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 33rd Street. Next stop, 5th Avenue and West 27th Street. Transfers available to the R&W trains, M1, M2 Limited, M3, M23 SBS, M55, SIM1C, SIM3, SIM3C, SIM4C, SIM10, SIM31, SIM33C, X27, X28, X37 and X38. This stop is 5th Avenue and West 27th Street. This is BxM4 to Midtown 27 Street.